19th century Romanticism was all about living one's best life. And in a movement that championed the individual, people were bound to butt heads. Cue the epic rivalry between British poets John Keats and Lord George Byron. Keats, who grew up middle class, struggled all his life for artistic acceptance, while Byron, who came from a prominent family, was a proto-rock star almost from the start. Presented with a glowing review of Byron's work, Keats said,
"You see what it is to be 6 foot tall and a lord."
Byron was actually only 5'8", but to the 5-foot-tall Keats, Lord George still had it too easy. The two men also had some major artistic differences. In an 1819 letter to his brother, Keats minced no words.
He describes what he sees. I describe what I imagine. Mine is the hardest task.
Byron, in turn, had little regard for Keats's work, which he felt lacked class and substance. In a letter to his publisher the following year, he hit back.
Such writing is a sort of mental masturbation. I don't mean that he is indecent, but viciously soliciting his own ideas into a state which is neither poetry nor anything else but a bedlam vision produced by raw pork and opium.
Even when Keats died in 1821, Byron refused to let the feud rest. Canto 11 of his serialized poem Don Juan accuses Keats of perishing not from tuberculosis, but a bad review in a literary magazine.
John Keats, who was killed off by one critique, just as he really promised something great, if not intelligible without Greek, contrived to talk about the gods of late.
Amazingly, Keats still got the last laugh. Prior to his death, Keats actually saw some of Don Juan's earliest verses. In a letter released posthumously, he referred to the developing epic as Byron's last flash poem. Flash meaning it was showy and lacked substance. Last, coincidentally predicting that Byron would soon also meet a premature death, ultimately leaving his masterpiece unfinished.